All right, so good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Ashcast Show every Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Make sure you go to the ashcastshow.com, subscribe to our podcast. Go to ashcasttv.com, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Salute to everybody. If this is your first time, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. If you are back, then welcome back. You are family. You're a Mind Right Money Mogul, and so salute to you. The show is broken down into three segments. Segment number one is our inspirational word of the day. Segment number two is financial news, and then segment number three is Ask Ash Cash. So any financial, life, business questions you may have, you can put them in the box. So if you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Periscope, put your questions in the comment box. If you are watching on Instagram, my live studio audience on Instagram, then you could put your questions in the question box, which is to the right of the comment box. So salute to y'all, salute to y'all. And so today's inspirational word of the day, I posted this earlier. So if you're not following me on Instagram or Facebook, go to I am Ash Cash and follow me on that. Wall Street Philippe, top of the top. And so I posted this earlier on my Instagram, and I said, you don't need opinions or permission when God gave you the vision. That almost rhymes, right? Almost rhymes. You don't need opinions or permission when God gave you the vision. And I want you to understand this, right? Most High, what up? I want you to understand this, right? Is when God gives you a vision and gives you direction, actually, right? It like everything that is put into your space, everything that's put into your mind, everything that is an idea or something that is forward thinking, that is pushing you in the direction that you've asked the universe to push you, is part of the divine plan, right? Like you have to execute on it, right? You can't be in a space where you're questioning what God told you. Like like if the universe says, "Hey, yo, you know what? You need to write a book." Then you should write a book. Universe says, "Hey, yo, you need to go. You need to start a business." Then you need to start a business, right? And so what happens is, I feel like a lot of times we're given direction, from our higher power, from God, from Allah, from Buddha, from Jesus Christ, whatever you believe in, right? The universe. We're given direction from a higher power. And instead of following the direction, we start looking for validation of the direction that was given from the Most High, right? We start asking people's opinions. We start asking people, literally for permission almost to execute and to manifest what God has told you, though, like whispered, like told you. Didn't tell nobody else. Didn't collaborate with other people. Gave you the vision. And said, yo, you need to make this happen. But for whatever reasons, we feel like we need validation from other people. Like we got to ask around and we got to see, whether it makes sense to somebody else. No, it's not going to make sense to them. It's not going to make sense to them because God didn't give them the vision. God gave the vision to you. And so you don't need opinions or permission when God gave you the vision. You don't. All you are responsible for is the execution of it. All you have to do at this point is execute. Right? Because at the end of the day, when you execute, right? When you are executing the vision, when you are executing what you've been, told to do, then the further direction is going to be opened up for you. And that's the thing, right? Is that God, you see, God's not going to give you the whole plan. right? God is not gonna give you the whole plan from A to Z. Universe is not gonna be like, yo, you know, do this, then do this, then do this, then do this. No, it's sort of like a video game, right? Like each board is revealed after you pass the first board, right? So when you're on level one and you pass level one, then you get to see what level two look like. You're not given the whole game in advance and then you just follow the whole game in advance. And so if the universe tells you to do something, then do it. And then once you do it, then the next level will be revealed. But what happens is because you can't see the whole thing, universe tells you, yo, do this. You don't do it. You start asking your friends and family. You start saying, yo, what you think is a good idea? Yo, you think I should do it? Yo, what about this? How about this? So now you planning with somebody or people who the vision wasn't for, and then now they're guiding you in a direction where that wasn't even a direction the higher power wanted to take you. And here's the thing: sometimes you're taken into the direction just to know that ain't the direction you should be going. Right? Like sometimes God might say, "Yo, go ahead, do this," just to show you that you shouldn't be doing it. But that validation, right? That the opinions, that validation, that permission that you're asking other people for ain't for them to ask, right? It's not on them. And so I want you to understand that. I want you to be clear about this, right? You do not need opinions or permission when God gave you the vision. Pretty much, right? Everything that is implanted in you. If you felt like, yo, this is dope, I need to do it, yo, it was planted in your mind for a reason. You got to go after it. You got to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't even make any sense, though, is what I'm saying. Like how can somebody possibly see a vision when it wasn't given to them? Right? Like how? Like that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Like if you were given a vision and you were told to you were given direction to do something in a certain way, like how? Like how could you even ask people what their thoughts are on something that your higher power told you? If your higher power wanted somebody else involved, then it would have told them, right? And so keep that in mind, as you're moving forward, as you're being given direction, as you're looking for, which way to go. Stop leaning so much on the opinions of others. Stop asking other people for permission, because in essence, that's what you're doing sometimes. Sometimes you got the vision, and then you're literally, asking other people for permission. You're looking for other people to tell you it's okay to go after what your higher power told you to go after. Like you're waiting for collaboration. You're waiting for validation, right? Validation is for parking only. You don't need validation. The Most High already said, yo, this is you. I got you. Your blessing is on the other side of what I'm telling you to do. But you still out there asking. You know what I'm saying? You still out there, checking to see if that's right. Right? Like how can anybody else confirm or validate something that was whispered to you, a vision that was given to you? So you don't need opinions or permission when God gave you the vision. All right, let's go to the financial news. Matter of fact, I need to do one thing, because the financial news is live and direct. All right, so let's go to financial news. And so in today's news, when we're looking at the stock market as of the close of business yesterday, so there continues to be a sell-off, and so tech is still dipping. You know what I'm saying? How low can you go, right? So NASDAQ was down actually yesterday, 4.11%. S&P 500 was down 2.78%. Dow Jones Industrial Average was down 2.25%. Gold was up 0.35%. 10-year Treasury was down 3.8 basis points, and oil was down 7.14%. And so, again, the Nasdaq dropped, right? The Nasdaq dropped 10% over the last 3 trading sessions, and it is now in correction territory. Even Tesla. So I'll be honest. So I had put some money in Tesla, but I didn't put a lot in there. So I'm a wait. A wise counsel told me to wait because they're gonna continue to dip, and then I could get it for cheap because it's going to go back up. You know what I'm saying? And so Tesla slid more than 20%, right? So Tesla slid, closing down more than 20% for their worst day ever, right? And so Tesla had its worst day ever on Friday. The company was not selected for inclusion in the S&P 500 despite hitting the necessary criteria. And so, again, as these sell-offs happen, as tech, starting to correct itself, it might be a opportunity to get in low. So that doesn't, I think I heard Dr. Boyce Watkins say this was like the stock market is the only place where people run from when things go on sale, right? So think about that. So a lot of times, when stuff go low, people are like afraid to buy, but literally, certain stocks are on sale. So just kind of take a look and look out for that. So I know. I think yesterday somebody had asked this. Actually, somebody was asking about unemployment fraud, and with unemployment, they were asking sort of like, why is unemployment fraud running so rampant? And a news cycle came out yesterday about the PPP loans, where there's a lot of fraud happening with the PPP loans. So J.P. Morgan, the operating committee sent out an email to about 256,000 employees, notifying them that someone's leaving right. So the email said that there was evidence of conduct that does not live up to our business and ethical principles, and may even be illegal. By customers misusing Paycheck Protection Program loans, unemployment benefits, and other programs. So some employees have fallen short too, it added, and an investigation is underway. And so J.P. Morgan was actually the biggest issuer of the PPP loans, which put the burden of applicants to prove that they needed the support rather than on the Treasury or on the banks that service the loans. This honor system may have allowed some applicants to access funds fraudulently, and so there will be an investigation. There has been a lot of sort of like rampant sort of fraud happening. Part of it, I just believe that people people have lack mentality. I'll be honest, you know what I'm saying? So people have lack mentality. They feel like, hey, times are rough. I don't care. I'm definitely gonna just go get this money by any means, whatever it takes for me to get this money. Again, not realizing that there's ramifications for fraud, because bank fraud is a federal crime, right? Because banks are FDIC insured, and so bank fraud is actually a federal crime. And when you start thinking about the risk involved with that, I know for me, like there were a couple of things that loans that I may have qualified for that I just didn't apply for, and the reason why I didn't apply for them was because while the coronavirus had hit me differently than others, I figured out a way. You know what I'm saying? And for me, in my mind, I said that if I take, there's not like an infinite amount of money. If I take this money, there's other people who have like, because like luckily, I run a digital business anyway, right? Like I don't have like a brick and mortar, and so I'm like, yo, there might be people, restaurants, stores, people who legit got payroll that need this, and so it's like why take that opportunity away from others? You know what I'm saying? Um, so I think that hopefully um, I don't even know what to say at this point, but I really believe that in all things we do, let's operate from an abundance mindset and not a poverty mindset, not from a lack perspective, not from a, hey, it's available, so if it's available and you really need it and you fit the criteria, then that's something totally different. But to get into that fraud, that space of fraud, I'm just saying that the repercussions and the consequences are worse. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, bank fraud is federal, um, and so don't play with that. Um, in other news, let's see. In other news, um, Republican stimulus, and so Senate Republicans have introduced another slimmed down stimulus proposal. The short of it says $300 weekly unemployment, no stimulus checks, and money for schools, child care, and the post office, right? So, um, let's see. As lawmakers return from recess, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell announced his new package. McConnell said the Senate might vote as soon as this week on the targeted proposal focused on some of the very most urgent healthcare, education, and economic issues. So, in contrast to the House Democrats' $3 trillion HEROES Act, Senate Republicans introduced a smaller $1 trillion proposal earlier this summer that included an extension of the enhanced unemployment benefits from the CARES Act, though it was reduced from $600 to $300 per week. Republicans also included liability shields in the bill, as well as money for schools and colleges and universities through the Education Stabilization Fund created by the CARES Act. The bill did not provide another round of stimulus checks for American families. The new bill contains many of those same provisions, including the option for states to continue providing $300 in weekly federal unemployment benefits through December 27th. Republicans also included the liability shields and more money for the popular Paycheck Protection Program in its package, and it provided some funding for the United States Postal Service through, but though some say it is not enough. All right. In other news, Uber is promising 100% electronic vehicles by 2040 and is committing $800 million to help drivers switch. And so Uber Technologies on Tuesday said every vehicle on its global ride-hailing platform will be electric by 2040, and it vowed to contribute $800 million through 2025 to help drivers switch to battery-powered vehicles, including discounts for vehicles bought or leased from partner automakers. Uber, which is, as of early February, said it had 5 million drivers worldwide, said it formed partnerships with General Motors and the Renault, Nissan, and Mitsubishi Alliance. All right. In other news, let's see. So, yeah, yeah, I'll leave it there. Yeah. All right, cool. So, we ran through the news very, very quickly. And so now I'm gonna open it up for any questions that you guys may have. Fat shout to Annette, Randall, Connie, or Coney on YouTube. We got Courtney M16, on YouTube check-in. We got Samaya Hill on the YouTube check-in. Trinity Cherry, salute on the Twitch check-in. So I appreciate you guys. Um, let's see. The car service business is getting flushed in 20 years. Nah, salute. All right, cool. So I'm gonna open it up. Patrina Dixon, PK Dixon in the building, checking in on Facebook. So salute. We appreciate you. Doc River says, I wonder what car insurance on electric self-carving would look like, right? It's not legal yet. Or, yeah, the future, you know what I mean? If you watch, what was it? Demolition Man. I actually saw that the other day. If you watch Demolition Man, that's where the world is going. That's where self-driving cars are going eventually. All right, cool. I'm going to open it up. If you guys have any questions, please put your questions in the question box on IG next to the comment section. If you are on YouTube, Facebook, you can put your questions in the comment box. But yeah, so definitely go to watch I think I saw The Fifth Element actually. I'm gonna watch it because I haven't seen that in a while, and I actually been looking for some some good old movies to watch. So I'm gonna definitely watch The Fifth Element for sure. So let's see. So Denise Guttrell says, I'm late, but do you discuss life insurance and day trading? So day trading, life insurance, yes. Day trading, that's not really my wheelhouse. I do definitely have somebody that I'm gonna connect with. My guy Chris Cole, who is gonna be coming up talking to us about options and day trading, things of that nature. So stay tuned. But definitely life insurance. In fact, the First Lady and I have a life insurance company. So if you're looking for life insurance, go to mindrightinsurance.com to be able to get a quote, get an illustration, just to see what you qualify for, see what's the best, the best life insurance that you want to get. So mindrightinsurance.com. My guy Neo DeViso in the building. Salute, King. I appreciate you, man. JP Morgan is looking real Wells Fargo-ish. Yeah, I believe that alone. PK Dixon says, I still need the secure card affiliate info. PK, send me a message. Send me a message, and I'll just reply to the message because I try to remember all this stuff, but if it's not in the email, if it's not in the text, if it's not on my calendar, I promise you, once we get off this, I'm gonna forget. So send me a message, email me, text me, whatever. Just send me a message, and I'll reply to it. They're not doing medical checks now, so now is the best time to get life insurance. Absolutely. So there are, if you have like pre-existing conditions and stuff like that, and it comes up, they may have you still do a medical check. They might have somebody come to your house, but for the most part, it is lenient, more lenient than it was before. I need the website link though. Yeah, so mindrightinsurance.com. Let me see, www. Been a broken system, but not defeated. Mindrightinsurance.com. So mindrightinsurance.com is the insurance website if you guys need to get a illustration, get a quote. But just speaking of life insurance, though, I think that again, September is Life Insurance Awareness Month, and I think even for me, like growing up, a lot of times you only thought that life insurance was about burial, right? When somebody dies, you get life insurance, you bury them, and that's it. But the truth of the matter is that life insurance is actually a wealth building tool. So, this month there's going to be a lot of information about life insurance that I want you guys to take heed on. For example, life insurance allows you to create an immediate estate. And I'm gonna throw this idea, right? I throw this idea to you. Imagine that every time somebody was born in your family, you got life insurance on that person that was born in your family, right? For the most that they qualify for, because they're young, they have a, the premiums are not going to be that high. And then as they get older, right? As they get older, you have that policy on them, and if God forbid something happens, there's an immediate estate, right, for that family. Or, if you wind up getting a whole life insurance policy, as it grows, when that person wants to start a business, now you could borrow from your life insurance to start a business. Or there's other things that could be done. And so when I say that life insurance is a wealth building tool, a lot of us only look at it to bury our loved ones, but there's so many different uses for life insurance. I implore everybody to look into it, to see, no matter what your age is, no matter what your health is, there is some type of policy available to you that can help you build wealth for your family, but then also ease the burden, because everybody's gonna die, right? So I don't care who you know, where you from, how much money you got. At some point, somebody is gonna have that date of expiration in the physical, and you want to make sure that when that does happen, you're taken care of, your family's taken care of, you break the cycle of poverty, and insurance could do that. So MyRightInsurance.com. Make sure y'all check it out. Let's see. We got a little strength. It's all we need. Fast shout to Courtney and her word. MMA for the record. You know what I'm saying? Salute to my guy Wall Street Philippe. New member of the Mailbox Money Millionaires. So fast shout to Mailbox Money Academy. We have a mastermind today at 3. We got a powerful guest who's going to talk to us at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. If you want to join Mailbox Money Academy, it's such a powerful group. Go to mailboxmoneyacademy.com. Apply for the program. We giving out the game. We helping change your mindset. The goal is to help people create a 6-figure business in 6 months. And so there's, it's accountability there. So there's a lot going on. So salute there. I am David Lamar, using the cash side of the policy. Yeah. So, again, the First Lady and I have a book coming out soon called Family Wealth Secrets, that we're going to start talking about family office, family limited partnerships, protecting, building wealth for the family. So stay tuned for that. Which will also have a lot of life insurance information on there. Can you explain in depth Dave Ramsey's outlook on this? He says life insurance is a scam. I believe in it, but is there a legitimacy to his point of view? So I respect Dave Ramsey because he's an OG. You know what I'm saying? So meaning that he's been in the game for a very long time. He has helped a lot of people. But in my personal opinion, I'm a 15-year banking executive, right? Former 15-year banking executive. I've sold life insurance for years. I've, worked with wealthy people. I've worked with, people who are just coming out of college, all of that stuff. I think, this is my personal opinion, I think that Dave Ramsey is like the parent who knows what's best for you. You know what I'm saying? I think that Dave Ramsey is the parent that thinks they know best for you. Let me just say that. And no disrespect to Dave Ramsey, because again, like I said, he's been doing this work for more, I think probably longer than I've been alive. Maybe not, but he's been doing it for a very long time. And so I'm not discrediting him as a financial educator. But I am not, as somebody who's worked with all levels of people, I don't believe that one size fits all, right? I believe that it's called personal finance for a reason, and that everybody has a different, everybody has a different trajectory. And so when I hear, Dave Ramsey say that life insurance is a scam, when I hear him say that no one should get debt, that you should be debt free, Um, I think that's a one-sided thing. I think that is the parent who is like, who's like, I don't want you to go down the wrong direction, so don't listen to certain type of music. Like, just don't listen to it because it's evil music. You know what I'm saying? And so I just think he's like the parent who he doesn't think. I don't know what he thinks. Never spoke to him. And so this is just me. Through my observation, is just saying that um, debt is not all debt is bad, right? And I've spoken about this on many occasions that the right debt could actually build wealth, right? In fact, there's certain things that if you don't take out debt for, you could be losing money. You know what I'm saying? And the wake up call, I give an example of this with Jay-Z and Beyonce and how they bought a house and all that stuff, right? And how they use credit to make more money. So my point is that there are positive uses of debt. There's positive uses of life insurance. But I think that a lot of times, the thought process, and the stats say it, though. The stats say that the majority of Americans are not responsible with debt. So I could understand why he's saying don't get into that trap. The majority of people may not have the right information about life insurance, so they might get the wrong policy. So I understand that. But I do think that, a lot of times his advice is one-sided. It's just like towards one group of people, and not for everybody. And so that's my opinion on that. You know what I mean? So I think that, what I believe in personal finance, you should be giving all options, right? I don't choose the option for you. I don't say this is what's good, just go this route and that's it. I think that you should be given all options, and then you make a decision based on your financial goals, right? So, some people might say, I don't want to leave money to my kids. So then starting a family office is not for you, right? You might just say, listen, I just want to live my best life. If something happens to me, I want to leave a certain amount of money for my kids, and then they start from where they start. If that's your, projection, and that's what you do. But there's other people that say, you know what, when I'm gone, I don't want my kids to start over. I want them to keep progressing. And so there's ways that you could, like, there's no other vehicle that could do that. So it's like a mortgage. It's like saying don't take out a mortgage, right? So think about this, right? Think about why a mortgage is important. A mortgage is important because if you want to buy a house, it'll take you to 30 years to save up the money to buy the house. And so while you're saving up the money to buy the house, you can't enjoy the house. So what do? You get a mortgage, and then you pay off. Now you can enjoy the house and then pay it off for 30 years. Same thing is that if you want to save up money, for burial, or save up, right? It may impede you from being able to break generational curses. So if you get life insurance, like immediately, right? Like if you get life insurance and you're paying $40 a month for a $2 million policy, even if it's a 30-year policy, $40 a month does not equal 30 years. You know what I'm saying? It does not equal $2 million. And so it's the only thing that allows you to be able to get more than what you're putting in. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thoughts on there. I'm a financial advisor. I have these conversations with people every day. Salute, David. As sure as you're born, you're gonna die. Big facts. You can also use it to pay down debt. Big facts there. We are changing the world. Fast shout there. Let's see. I'm not just looking for information, not disparaging. This is the video. Can you explain it? I can't see the video because we on live, and I can't stop and watch the video while we on live. So if you want to DM it to me, I'll take a look at the video. DM me the link so I can watch it, and then tomorrow we could talk about it. Listen to your heart. Blessings. America herself is not responsible for debt. Meditate, go within, infinite unknown space, freedom and love within. I choose you over I choose you over Dr. Boyce Watkins. I up and left. Nah, salute the Boyce, man. Like, not everybody's for not everyone is for everybody. But he's definitely a smart guy. You know what I mean? He's definitely the OG. He's definitely somebody who early on in my career that I learned a lot from. I mean, I still learn some stuff from him, you know what I'm saying? But, I think people connect with different people, you know what I mean? So salute to him. Joy Warrior, my GPA taught us young. Get it at 21. I did that for my sons, and we good. Blessings from the ancestors with them. Fat shout there. Make banks and HOA wealthy. Like Bloomberg, he's only leaving a certain amount for his kids to not spoil them and have all his finance be crutch. Yeah, salute there. I sold life insurance. It was the most dignified service I can ever offer. That's what I'm saying. Like I think that life insurance is one of those things that protect families and release burden. Like, you know what I'm saying? So salute there. Living benefits and tax advantages are the best part of life insurance. I agree. Fast shout to my guy Jason Murray in the building. Courtney in her world says you don't gossip. Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing. I think that's what I'm trying to say. I think different things work for different people. My platform is just about empowerment. Like I just want to empower. Period. You know what I'm saying? So I stay away from anything that is not empowering. I'm not talking about nobody. I'm not trying to, tear nobody down. I'm not saying that's what anybody does. I'm just saying, me personally, I want you to be empowered. That's why I said the other day that the Ashcast Show is the most financially empowered show on the planet, right? Like, I don't care. You go to CNBC, NBC, any place else. My number one goal is to empower you. That's it. Like, there's nothing else because I believe that I have no limits. There's no ceilings for me. And so I'm just telling you what I believe. You know what I'm saying? So I can't gossip or talk about anybody if we all have the same potential. I believe that. I don't care where you from, I don't care what your past is, what you've been through. We all got the same, you know what I'm saying? We all have the same options. We all have the same access, you know what I'm saying? So let's see. So why does the system make you pay taxes every year when you purchase the home once? I mean, it's property taxes. So you're purchasing the home once. That's a whole different conversation. So I'll leave it there. But taxes in general are what supports the state, supports the county, and so because you are occupying space on that state, on that city, on that county, then that's why they have property taxes. Why we gotta get paid twice a month? We ain't working twice a month. This is this is my tweet to Kamala Harris. The land is worth more than the house. To keep the people down, help schools, etc. All right, let's see what other questions we have. What components are part of a full estate plan? Ooh, that's a tough one. So I mean, I think in a state, when you think about an estate, there's different parts. You could create a trust, life insurance, any assets that you have. Really, what an estate plan does is just takes all of your finances, all your assets, and just creates a plan to dictate what happens to it once you're gone. And so, some people create inheritances where they say, you know what, when I'm gone, you do whatever you want with the money. So here's your portion. Some people say, nah, you know what, I don't trust my heirs, and I'm gonna tell them what to do. I'm gonna put it in a trust, and I'm gonna allow them to. I'm going to tell them what to do. I'm going to have certain milestones so that if they go to college, they get some money. If they do this, they get some money. And so an estate plan is really about what your wishes are going to be after you're gone. For your assets. So yeah. Elegant Eleanor, have to do homeschool. Bye guys. See you later. Yeah, I gotta go as well because homeschool is starting today as well. Doc Rivers says, I'm still confused regarding MBMA. I have a natural herbal business in which I formulate handcrafts and homegrown products. I would like to learn more about. I can't see the rest of it. So Mailbox Money Academy is for anybody who has a business, right? If you sell any product or service, right? If you have any product or service, any business, and you want to learn how to scale, how to create a system, right? How to create a system for your business that could attract more clients for you and ultimately make you more money. And so regardless of what your business is, there are certain things that you can do to create a system that could attract business to you. And so it's like, it's like if I give you an example. If you were a dentist and you wanted to get more people into your practice, then how do you build a brand? How do you build awareness? How do you, sell products and services other than your physical labor? So that's why it's called Mailbox Money Academy, because the whole premise about it is, I believe that working for money is not sustainable. You know what I'm saying? I believe that if you have to put your physical labor to earn money, that's not a sustainable model, because if anything happens to you, then, you no longer make money. But if you create a system where the system is what's making the money, and it makes money for you while you sleep, and it makes money for you over and over again, then you have a sustainable business. You could take yourself out of the business and still make money. And so Mailbox Money, right, when you think about mailbox, it's like going to the mailbox and getting a check in the mailbox. Mailbox Money Academy is about teaching you how to create a system for your business, because no longer is it acceptable for us to work in our businesses. We need to do it. And I talk about this, the 3 Ds. We need to do it, we need to document, we need to delegate. And sometimes delegation means delegating to other people, but sometimes delegation means that you're delegating things to a system, right? And so when you join my programs, like, I'm not sending out those emails, right? Newsflash. It may seem like it because I'm saying your name, and once you join, you get an email from me, and then a few days later you get a different email. I don't send those out. Right? I did the work one time, and then now it's automated. Right? It's a system. So I don't have to physically. Because how do you scale that way? Imagine if 1,000 people signed up for, my book course, right? And so imagine if 1,000 people signed up. Am I gonna send out 1,000 emails like each time? So what happens is that you delegate the repetitions, the things that you're gonna do over and over again. You delegate those. And so now you take that off of your plate, and now you have more time to do the things that you love. Because who wants to sit and send emails all day, right? Webinars and Facebook ads and social media, like all of these different things. So we teach you really how to systemize your business, how to create a system for your business, so that way you don't have to work in your business, but your business could work for you. So yeah, do it, document, delegate. And so it really doesn't matter what your product or service is. It's really about how do you create a system, and then also how do you attract people, right? How do you get people to your business? You know what I'm saying? So you have to be able, like, I don't care if you have the best herbal supplement business in the world. If nobody knows about it, it doesn't matter. And so how do you entice people to give you their emails? How do you entice people to buy your products and services? And we teach you all of that stuff there. Hopefully that clarified it. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Charlissimo says, is it a terrible idea to pull from a 401k to pay off high interest credit card debt, considering the interest rate on a 401k loan is much lower? Ooh, good question. Me personally, I would not take out money. I would not take out money from something that's paying me to pay off something that's not, right? And so right, I think that money should work for you. You shouldn't work for money. So what happens is this. You got the 401k. The 401k is actually an asset because it's paying you interest every month. And then, or every year, whatever it's paying you. And then if you take that 401k and you put it to the high interest debt, you are now in a space where you don't have the debt no more, but now you also don't have money working for you. So I only think that if you took out money from a 401k or whatever, it would make sense to use that money to make more money and use the money that you're making to then pay off, pay off whatever you want to pay off. So I'm not a fan of using money that could work for you to pay it off. I get it though, because you are still, like, technically you are still losing. I think technically you're losing money from the high interest that you're paying. But I would be more comfortable if you took the 401k, and this is just an example. If you took the 401k and bought a house, and then with that house you rented it out to somebody, and then each month, the money that you're getting from your tenant, you pay your mortgage, and whatever's left over, you pay your high interest credit card. That way you never cut off, right? That's an example. But that way you never cut off the flow of money. You take that 401k and pay off that high interest credit card, now you just cut off your flow of money. But if you take that 401k and invest it into buying a house, and you could do that by using a self-directed IRA, you do that, and then now you rent it out, and then now the money never stops because the renter is paying you over and over and over again, and then you use that money to pay off a high interest debt. I think that's more feasible than the other option. But great question. Let's see. Fast shout out to Joyce Williams. I was interviewed by Lacole Whitfield last night about my book. Nice. Salute. I love to see the connections there. So salute there. Let's see. Melissa Pena, M. Pena says, "What are your thoughts on the profit first mentality in business?" I agree with it. Profit first is just like pay yourself first. You know what I'm saying? Like it's similar to like what we do it's actually the same concept. So in personal finances, when we say pay yourself first, right? You make money, pay yourself first, and then pay your bills after that. It's the same thing with your business. A lot of times what businesses do is they make money, right? And then they pay off all of their expenses or whatever the case may be. And then whatever net is left over, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what they have. And then they don't have enough profit. And so the profit first mentality, I think there's a book called Profit First, but it allows you to, as you make money, you take your profit first, and then whatever's left over, then you budget your expenses based on that. And I think that's a great model, because that assures that you're not just working for nothing, that you are working in a space that it's allowing you to see the fruits of your labor. So I agree with that. Let's see. All right, that's it. Let's see. PK Dixon says, "I love profit first, and I always talk about pay yourself first for personal and business income." No, absolutely. All right, cool, y'all. I want to stay longer, but today is the first day of virtual school for the kiddos, so I got to get there. But I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for tapping in, tuning in. Again, go to mailboxmoneyacademy.com. Apply for our program. Go to the ashcashshow.com. Subscribe to our podcast, and go to ashcashtv.com. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for tapping in, tuning in. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow in God's will, same time, same place. Peace. Yeah.